Hi, I'm Dori Foster-Morales, President of the Florida Bar. Welcome to the video series on the Docket with Dori. During each episode, I'll share important information with Florida Bar members about key issues affecting Florida lawyers. Today, in fact, I'll be providing information that also affects incoming lawyers who recently graduated from law school. Today, I'll be interviewing Dave Reeves of Mosley, Pritchard, Parrish, Knight, and Jones of Jacksonville, Florida, who since 2019 has been chair of the Florida Board of Bar Examiners. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dave.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
What are the responsibilities of the Florida Board of Bar Examiners, and how are they different from the Florida Bar?
Basically, the Florida Board of Bar Examiners is responsible for evaluating the applications of people who want to be licensed to practice law in the state of Florida. The Florida Bar is responsible for regulating attorneys once they are licensed to practice law in the state of Florida.
So with regard to the bar exam, the July bar exam was recently transitioned from a live test to an online exam scheduled for August 19th due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Can you discuss the new exam format?
It is not an open book, open note test, although it will be administered remotely online. Applicants are not permitted to possess or use unauthorized materials or equipment during the administration of the exam, including cell phones or other electronic equipment, notes, study materials, or books. Applicants are required and expected as future officers of the court to follow the rules of conduct governing the administration of the general bar exam in Florida. The exam will be proctored, and the exam software contains safeguards to reduce the risk of cheating. If an applicant violates the exam rules of conduct, the applicant's exam results may be invalidated, and the applicant may be ineligible to take another bar exam in Florida for up to 5 years.
So on another note, the health and wellness of Florida Bar members has been one of my top priorities during the past few years. Do you have personally any health and wellness tips that you could share with our members?
I have two health and wellness tips, if you'll allow.
Sure.
First, I really recommend that we all speak with the people around us. Don't just send a text or an email or make a post on social media pages. If you can engage with people in person, and I know under the current, where we are currently with COVID, that's difficult, do so. If you can't, pick up the phone and call them. I have a good friend from high school and college who we have a standing time every couple of weeks where we get on the phone and just chat with each other about how things are going. He lives in Virginia. I live here in Northeast Florida. And so we have a standing, we don't do it every 2 weeks on the day, but roughly every 2 weeks we get on the phone and speak with each other. My second tip is to engage in some type of regular physical exercise. You don't have to participate in triathlons for physical exercise to be beneficial to your overall health and wellness. I try to walk 30 to 45 minutes a day by myself. I get out, I sweat, I get my heart going, and I always feel better when I'm done. So those would be my two tips.
Thanks so much. I know that that's so important for all of us to hear what each member is doing to make their life a little bit better, especially during these difficult times. And thank you so much for spending the time to speak with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.